Hello. Welcome to the TradNurse Podcast. This is episode 16. And today's episode is how to get paid what you're actually worth as a per diem float nurse. So on this podcast, we are going to stop whispering about money and start making it. I'm Christine. I've been a nurse for 25 years, full-time travel float nurse. And today we're talking about the one skill that can put an extra $10,000 to $25,000 in your pocket this year without working a single extra shift. So how to negotiate a higher per diem rate as an experienced nurse. If you've ever thought, they'll never pay me that much, or I don't want to seem greedy, this episode is your permission to get paid like the clinical badass you are. Let's jump in. Step 1, know your number before you even apply. I'm not talking about guessing. I'm talking about cold, hard data. Right now, as we're recording this in December 2025, here's what experienced per diem med-surg float nurses are actually getting paid in some of these markets. Sarasota, Bradenton, Florida, $52 to $59 an hour. Austin, San Antonio, Texas, $58 to $68 an hour. Phoenix, Arizona, $62 to $72 an hour. Denver, Colorado, $65 to $78 per hour. And then New England, $69 to $79 is the going rate for New England. It's higher. These are not traveler rates. These are local per diem rates pulled from NURSA, NURSA, and Vivian, Vivian, Indeed, and hospital employee reviews on Glassdoor this month. So when somebody offers you $46, says that's the highest we go, you can smile and say, actually, the current market for someone with my background is $56 to $60 an hour. Knowledge is leverage. I just went through this looking for a per diem position down in Florida. The rates are lower here, but if you're able to negotiate, you can get more if you're really smart about it. Step 2, never ever give your number first. I learned this a long time ago. When the online application says desired hourly rate, write this exact sentence in. I'm seeking a competitive market compensation for an experienced per diem RN and look forward to discussing during the interview process. That's it. You just dodged the trap. I know that some applications force you to put a number in before they let you submit. So go ahead and put the low number in after you research what your going rate is for that position in your area. And what that also does, because I noticed when I first moved down to Florida, I was putting the going rate for what I wanted. I needed to just adjust that and put what the going rate for Florida. They won't call you back if it's too high. So if you really want the job, do your research, but always let them know in your interview that you're going to negotiate. Step number 3, the magic moment is after they say, we want you. We're going to offer you the position. And that's when your power is the highest. Here's the script I use, and I have coached many nurses to use this exact same script. And it has literally never failed me. Thank you so much. We'll say the HR person's name is Michelle. Thank you, Michelle. I am genuinely excited about joining the team at your hospital and floating to help wherever I'm needed most. And then the next thing you say, you give yourself a plug based on my med-surg experience, critical care experience, progressive care experience, my charge experience, my leadership experience, as well as my active ACLS and PALS certification and the current per diem market rates in the area you're looking for, like for instance, in Sarasota, which are running $54 to $60 an hour for experienced float RNs, I was hoping we could meet at $58 per hour. I'm flexible and very committed to making this a long-term fit. Is that something we can do? And then you shut up. Pause. Silence is your friend. Let them talk next. 90% of the time, they'll say, let me take that to my director and come back with a range of $55 to $57 an hour. The other 10%, they will meet you at that $58 or throw in a sign-on bonus. So step 4, if they say our rate is fixed, spoiler, it's almost never fixed. That's a lie. So, but you can pivot to the menu of other goodies. Totally understand the base is capped. Could we possibly do one of these instead? $1,000 sign-on bonus paid at 90 days. I've gotten a $20,000 bonus. We negotiated it shorter than the original 3 years. An extra $8 an hour weekend incentive. You can always ask for more for your incentives, or a guaranteed 24 hours per pay period so you can plan your budget. Hospitals have 15 different levers. Hourly rate is one of them. Let me tell you about Maria, 12-year ICU float nurse in Tampa. She was offered $49 an hour per diem. She used this script and asked for $10 more. She asked for $59. They said, we can't go a penny over $51. She replied, okay, can we do $51 plus a $12,000 sign-on? They said yes. She made an extra $12K in 4 months and still works there 3 years later. That's the power of knowing your worth and asking calmly. It doesn't hurt to ask. They can always say no. But in order to keep a nurse, she was so happy with that negotiating deal. So quick recap, your 60-second action plan. Spend 15 minutes on Nursa and Glassdoor before your interview. Screenshot the highest rates in your city. Practice the script out loud 3 times. Yes, it feels weird. Do it anyway. And then once I started doing it, I've been able to negotiate more for every job that I've gotten hired at. It feels good because if you just say, oh, okay, I'll take that $45 and you don't ask for anything more, you're not going to get it. When they make the offer, smile, say thank you, then drop your research number. Stay quiet. Get the new rate in writing before you say yes. You didn't go through nursing school, endless night shifts, and COVID to get paid new grad money forever. You've earned the right to make what the market will bear. So get it. If this episode helped you do 2 things, send it to one nurse friend who's scared to negotiate, drop me a message on Instagram at TradNurse, and tell me how much you got. I will celebrate you for sticking up for yourself. I want to do an episode about the highest paying per diem side gigs that do not require a second job. But until then, negotiate like your mortgage depends on it, because it probably does. I'm Christine, and this has been the TradNurse Podcast. Stay strong, speak up, and get paid what you deserve.